A quick update of what I've been printing. As mentioned, that is the speaker holder for the mouth. I printed the new section for the new pieces for the neck. So they're coming along. Now I've got my printer working again, which is brilliant. That's the bit that goes in there in the centre. The rest of it is printed, but I've painted it, so it's just sitting there outside. I've also printed the power switch unit, but I've no idea where that goes. But I saw it appeared on the InMoov site, so I'm trying to actually work out what to do with that. But I thought I'd print it. This is the new shoulder pop mods that were mentioned on the blog the other day. Again, I can't remember the part number of those, but I'll do a link on them in the thing. So they'll go in. The ones I've got on my InMoov are really messy, and they need totally changing. But that's so they're quite nice. I'm going to replace the existing ones. Printed the stomach ring. I've got a somewhere I've got the coloured ring to go on, but I can't find it. It's disappeared on me. But I do have it. I haven't made it. Well, I've sort of tested it, but I haven't wired it in or anything. That was my first attempt at printing the neck section, when my printer just wouldn't work at all. So it's a real failure. And I've actually got some other bits and pieces as well for the neck. They're the sections that slot in. These are a really nice version of the Bob Houston mod, I think. They're the two servos, which will set on top of there once the pistons are in. So I think this is going to be really good, actually. It's pinched out rather well. So I'm looking forward to mounting that. I'm going to mod the one of these, so it is a slave. I think some people just take the guts out, so it's a dummy one. But I was going to have a go at keeping the actual motor in and just doing it in the same way as the lower stomach is modded, lower and mid stomach are modded. So one that you've got a master and a slave, but using the servo motor in one. I've never taken one of those small ones apart, so why not? Let's have a crack at it. And they're only cheap, so I don't know. Yeah, it must come apart similar to the other ones. So that's what I'll do, and that's it. So these two servos have been modded. They're like the stomach servos, so they should now work in sequence, which they do. I'm not sure if they need to be anti-clockwise or whatever. I'll put them on the unit in a minute. So I've basically taken out the guts out of that one, and that's just connected straight to the to the back of the motor, parallel to the back of the motor of that one. So they seem to work. Well, I'll give you a demo of the back of the unit. So horizontal is set to 90. Hold on a second. That's right. That's sitting at 90. That's as in left and right. It's slightly out, I think. If you can see, it's the neck is slightly tilted. But I'm not gonna. That would involve just taking these apart again, which I can't be bothered to do. So to get it horizontal, you're looking at about there, which is 80, something like that, so it's not far out. Up and down movement, that's 180, and get down to about 130. The level there, which looks about level, I need to reset it because that's sitting at 136 at the moment instead of 90. It's because I took the whole skull off to attach this, and I had it all in bits again since I set it up the other day. So I need to really recalibrate that side, the front, just to get the 90 back again. But I'll do that later. To calibrate, as I was saying, both of these are powered. So this left-hand one is the master one. This right-hand one has had the motor board and the pot disconnected, but it's still working as a motor. And it's being driven off that one in reverse. So they're working counterclockwise, if you see what I mean, which is just connected through here. So that's not a dummy servo. That is a proper servo. It all went together pretty easily in the end. Word of warning: I put in too much grease in the piston cylinders, and I hadn't drilled out or re-drilled out the holes at the top, so there was a vacuum in there, so they completely locked up. So I've had to drill them out. I think they were drilled out, but because I used support when I printed it, they got blocked up. So and then there was too much grease in there, and it's acting like a hydraulic system, and it wouldn't move at all. So it's actually pumping out grease, getting rid of a sort of excess grease. This is tapped out to 3mm with a bolt through there and through there, which is also reinforcing the ball joint in there, which is obviously a weak point, which I might do something about at some point. That's new. So these bits are new, and these bits are new, and these bits, and from there upwards is original. It all went together very straightforward. I had to take the arms off to be able to get the support for the servos inside, because the shoulder bits were getting in the way. So I've got to reset the arms again. While I was doing it, I've also replaced these pot holders for the shoulders as well with a different Thingiverse part number. I'll put a link to the person who designed them in the video. I can't remember who it is at the moment. But this, as I said, is designed by it's Gestalt 73. So that's and that is Thingiverse 1243403 part number, if you know, whatever it is, if you look it up. So that's how I've got it so far. So if I just swing it around a little bit. Well, further test of the head, it's slightly jamming on something. I'm not quite sure what, but let's have a look. That's at 9. This is the, not the neck, but the head. Oh, I think, yeah. It's jamming on the side of the. It's actually jamming on the lower bit of the skull. But that's easy to solve because I can just cut the edge off. I think I might have seen something about that in the Thingiverse comments. They were saying something was catching. You can see it there actually if I swing that round. That bit is just catching on there, so I'm just going to knock that corner off, I think. That's why I can't do that. Yeah, it's on the other side. It's catching on this side. It's actually catching on there, but that's not a problem. Swing it around. Some of the positioning. Well, I think that was really good. Excellent. That's it for now. Right, so this is with the modded, with the base cut out, so the head should now rotate better than it did a few seconds ago anyway. So let's just try that one more time. Yeah, that seems good. You can see that. Just so you can see the servos on the back there. The front servo. And certainly gets a really good head movement. As I say, I haven't got any of this programmed in as a script or anything. I'm just manually moving the servos. And there we go for a minute.